That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
On this episode of Birdies, Burgers, and Brews, we're riding in style to the North Shore of Lake Superior. In 3 days, we'll play 6 courses, hit up 3 breweries, and grab some of the best burgers in Minnesota. So stock up on golf balls, grab your clubs, and join us as we head to northern Minnesota for some Birdies, Burgers, and Brews. Welcome everyone to the North Shore edition of Birdies, Burgers, and Brews. Our first stop is up here in Superior, Wisconsin at Nemadji Golf Course. Located just about 15 minutes east of Duluth, Nemadji offers 36 holes of fun, playable golf. So welcome to the North Shore. We're up in Duluth to one of the most popularly requested breweries that we visit, Bent Paddle Brewery. So Laura, welcome. Thanks for taking the time as one of the co-founders.
Thank
Which
you.
means she's probably drank a lot of beer.
So when we started Bent Paddle, we had a 50-person tap room. It's about a block away, and that's in the main production facility. But we pretty quickly outgrew that space. The vibe was just everything that we loved about the old tap room, but bringing in art and artisans and trails and the outdoor vibe of the brand.
The idea of the tap room always being essentially Bent Paddle's living room really struck a chord with us, and we wanted our living room to be curated by Duluthians. About 90% to 95% of all the things in this building were either here, found, or created in Duluth, and that's pretty exciting.
So Bent Paddle Brewing Company comes from the name of the bent shaft canoe paddle that Brian used to use to stir his mash when he worked at Rock Bottom, Minneapolis. And the lore goes that he broke it on the last day of his mash-in right before he left to come start Bent Paddle. We had originally 4 flagships, but it started with just 2. So the Bent Hop, which is a golden India IPA, the Black Ale, which is in between a porter and a stout infused with oats. And then pretty quickly we added the 14 degree ESB, and that's more malt forward. It's also a 3-time award winner at the Great American Beer Festival. The Venture Pils is our flagship lager. That is a really great translation of the water of Lake Superior, because you can't really hide any faults within that kind of Pilsner, and it's like a brewer go-to favorite. Then we added a 5th, the Black Ale infused with cold pressed coffee from Duluth Coffee Company, and that quickly became a year-round. So we have a session pale ale called Canoe with a K, but we have multiple specialties, seasonals, and here in the tap room, a ton of pilot brewery beers brewed by our amazing longest running employee, Neil.
He has brewed everything from essentially sour ales, kettle soured ales, to lots of different types of IPAs, and so there's always a different IPA. We have a rotator IPA line, and about every 2 weeks that IPA rotates out, and he's always trying to recreate or create something different beyond its beautiful space. To be in the center of this beautiful city is that you can come here and try beer that you can only get here.
Welcome everyone to Enger Park, the sister course of Lester Park. Each of these courses features 27 holes, and as you can see by the views behind me, you're in for a treat. Located really close to the hop-in districts of Lincoln Park and Canal Park, you're never far away from great food, drinks, or golf. perfect day. Saw some birdies out there. Makes for a good trip.
Most breweries start by home brewing and becoming passionate about it. My husband Clint started home brewing in 2006. He found a beer making kit in a Cabela's magazine, and in 2011 we opened Castle Danger. We're located in Two Harbors now, but when we opened up there, we had about a 700 square foot footprint, and we had a 3-barrel system, 100 gallons in a batch. So that was pretty small. And so our first year in production, we did about 100 barrels of beer. Last year, we did about 23,000. We started brewing in March of 2011.
My dad, when I was growing up, he had the home wine making. Are there any early home brewing stories?
But one cool thing, we have our George Hunter Stout recipe. That is actually Clint's great-great-grandfather is George Hunter. He was a brewer in Tower, Minnesota. Back in before Prohibition. He and some other guys had the Iron Range Brewing Company, and it didn't last past Prohibition, but that beer is brewed in honor of him. You know, for us, along with a lot of the other Duluth breweries, we use Lake Superior water for our beer, which is some of the best water out there. Water is such a huge ingredient and such a key piece. It's very very soft. It's just perfect for brewing.
What are your 3 most popular beers selling wise?
Well, our Castle Cream Ales are most popular for sure. Nice entry level, easy drinking, low alcohol. Our Oat IPA is our second most popular. That's got some nice tropical fruity flavors from the hops that we use in that. And then our 17.7 Pale Ale is definitely a close third. And that's the brewery favorite. Everyone here loves that.
What do you have for seasonal right now?
Right now in the summer, we have our Summer Crush. It's really great. We get a little bit of a lemon flavor from the Sriracha Ace hops that we use in it. So it's kind of our play on a shandy without being a shandy.
It's a gorgeous day up here in Two Harbors, Minnesota, just a little bit north of Duluth. So in the scenery behind me, you're gonna see Lakeview National Golf Course, a stunning 18-hole track that has a long history of being a local favorite. So welcome everyone to Lakeview National Golf Club.
That one was definitely recorded. Oh, I found it! Oh, you got it.
Texted some friends and said we're coming up here and we got to do a golf weekend, so definitely come back up here and stay.
You can take out the driver, you can choose to lay up if you want to. There's risk reward everywhere.
I'll definitely be back here again.
One of the fun parts about craft beer is that, it's kind of always changing. Our seasonal list will be different than a year ago.
On this flight, I'm between the Double Amber Ale and the Lost Compass Imperial Stout.
Yeah, our Devil's Kettle, definitely our number one seller. But then we have, like, for instance, over here, we have our Trailbreaker Belgian Wit, which is similar to a Blue Moon style. A nice warm summer day, want something refreshing. This one's probably the one that I have in my fridge most often. Our Bonchevaders Brunette, which is the brown ale that we brew with wild rice. One of the things I really like about our market is we can have what I'd call fridge beers. You know, no matter what the style is, you can have a friend over, reach in the fridge, they're probably going to like it.
What are the 3 things we have to do if we come to Grand Marais, Minnesota?
First, you got to take a walk around town. You start your day off, you get a coffee at the Java Moose, you walk through downtown, and you take your morning hike out to Artist Point. You can see, you know, the whole harbor, all Lake Superior. Secondly, you got to stop by, you know, some of our great restaurants. We have a lot of great fine dining out here. And thirdly, say you have to stop in at our, you know, rooftop deck and enjoy the sunset while having a delicious beer.
All right, breakfast, a walk, and Voyager Brewing. Sounds like a good trip. All right, thanks, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's about 250 steps above Milwaukee's best, if I must say. You guys need to try that 1,000%. That smoked steelhead trout is absolutely to die for.
So you might never go home after you eat that right there.
All right.
Because State Fair doesn't give you the sauce. Yeah. This sauce is game changer.
That's just an absolute rock star sauce.
You know, most people like to dip.
I'm not like most people. We're savage, we use hands. This is an absolute unit of a piece of fish.
Come up to Voyager for this piece of fish.
Okay.
So good. It's so good. Porter cheese from Ireland.
From Ireland? Yeah. This is foreign. By look.
Okay, that is super good.
You would think that that is crunchy, but no. It is one of the smoothest cheeses I have put in my mouth.
For dinner, we hit up Cascade Restaurant in Lutsen, located right off of Highway 61, next to the Cascade River State Park. Let's go inside and find out why people drive all the way from Canada to enjoy these famous burgers. Welcome everyone to Silver Bay Golf Course. Located just about an hour north of Duluth, you're going to find this hidden 9-hole gem. But don't let that discourage you. It's a great layout with unbelievable greens and well cared for bunkers. Stop on by when you're on your way up to the North Shore. All right, what are you thinking about these greens?
They're just smooth operator, baby. It's awesome.
How do these compare to a lot of the courses you've played so far this year?
This is really nice. As far north as we are, I'm very surprised at how smooth they are. This is really nice up here. But for the courses down south, take a few lessons from up here. These are real smooth.
Located just steps from the Superior National Golf Course, we were fortunate to stay at the historic Lutsen Resort overlooking Lake Superior. Founded in 1885, originally as a moose hunting destination resort, here you'll find views, hospitality, and accommodations unlike anything else on the North Shore. Behind me, you'll see what we think are the 3 prettiest holes in the state. We have a fantastic risk-reward par 4 for 14. We have an amazing elevated drop for number 15 over the raging Poplar River. And number 16, you're teeing it up, looking at Lake Superior. you're looking to change up your beverage of choice, check out the North Shore Winery, located adjacent to Superior National Golf Course. This popular local gathering place offers wine tasting and a full menu of great food. We closed out our trip with one more burger at Moguls Grill and Tap Room, located at the base of Lutsen Ski Hill. Here, we found one of the best views and widest varieties of gourmet burger creations. If you're in Minnesota and you're looking for great birdies, burgers, and brews, look no further than the North Shore. Transportation for this episode of Birdies, Burgers, and Brews was provided by Fury Motors in South St. Paul, and Walser Toyota in Bloomington, Minnesota.
GT86 or 86 comes with an FA20 boxer style engine. Everything else designed in-house by Toyota, obviously. TRD Racing Division. Other than that, manual transmission or automatic. This one here is a manual. Just kind of an all-around fun little car.
For a North Shore experience closer to the Twin Cities, check out White Eagle Golf Club in Hudson, Wisconsin. Located just 20 minutes from downtown St. Paul, you'll find one of the Midwest's best golfing experiences in a true Northwood setting. Enjoy 5-star hospitality, along with a newly built clubhouse, banquet facility, and restaurant. While you're there, don't forget to order a spotted cow.
From the beginning.